We have another project from Tri-County All Restorations. We have a whole home issue with multiple points of moisture intrusion affecting various points throughout the entire home. We'll start with the first affected area, which would be the front office. We had window leaks, which the water migrated and affected the wooden floor. We removed the wood floor as well as the adhesive that was attached to it. We then followed up with a microclean, which is a HEPA vac and a wipe down of the entire containment. We have dehumidification to control humidity at 60%. We have air filtration devices that operate at 500 cubic feet per minute, which is an 8-foot cube of air cleaned every minute at a cleaning efficiency of 99.97%. Next, we'll head to the master bedroom. From here, we have access to the master bathroom. The master bathroom had a roof leak. The roof leak caused about 100 square feet of drywall to be removed, after which we did a micro clean of the master bathroom, which is a HEPA vac and a wipe down of the entire area. Again, we have air filtration devices, HEPA 500s, that operate at 500 cubic feet per minute, which clean an 8-foot cube of air every minute at 99.97% efficiency. The next area is the recreational bathroom. This room had multiple points of intrusion, starting with a roof leak in this corner. The water cascaded down the cement block wall and worked its way into the drywall and migrated along this path. We removed the affected material in this area. In this area, we had a window leak, multiple points of intrusion from the windows, affected about 2 feet up. We removed the insulation, the wood furring strips, the drywall. We then agitated with wire brushes and encapsulated with an antimicrobial solution. We then deployed dehumidification to control the relative humidity to 60%. Again, we have air filtration devices that clean an 8-foot cube of air every minute at 99.97% efficiency. And lastly, we did a HEPA vac and a wipe down of the entire structure of the recreational bathroom. Okay, the next area that we're going to look into would be the entryway living room. Again, we had multiple points of intrusion underneath the windows. Very similarly to the room that we were in previously, we removed the affected drywall, wood furring strips, insulation. We then agitated the block wall with a wire brush, encapsulated with an antimicrobial, and then proceeded to HEPA vac and wipe down the entire structure within containment, floor to ceiling. We have no air conditioning running in the property currently, so we have dehumidification to control relative humidity to 60%. And we have air filtration devices deployed in each containment. The next containment we're going to check into would be the main living room. The main living room sustained very similar damage stemming from underneath the windows from a supply line leak. We removed the affected drywall, wood furring strips, insulation, and then proceeded to agitate the block wall with wire brushes and encapsulate with an antimicrobial solution. Following that, we did a HEPA vac and a wipe down, also known as a microclean. of the entire structure, of the containment. Deploying air filtration devices and dehumidification to control relative humidity to 60%. The next area will be the main office. The main office sustained a roof leak, which ultimately caused migration along the block wall, affecting the drywall, insulation, and wood fairing strips that made up this wall. Subsequently, there was carpeting in the room that was also affected. We removed the tack strips, the padding, the adhesive glue, and the carpeting that was affected. We then proceeded to do a microclean, which is a HEPA vac and a wipe down of the entire structure. Following that, we deployed negative air machines, air filtration devices, and a dehumidifier to control humidity to 60%. The next area in question would be the Maids Quarters. The Maids Quarters is similar to the office that we were just in. We had to remove padding, tack strip, carpeting, as well as adhesive from the substrate of this affected flooring. The source of water intrusion came from inside of this closet. Adjacent to this wall is two water heaters. At one point there was a plumbing failure that caused water damage to the affected carpeting in here. We removed the affected drywall and carpeting as well inside of this closet. Our last step was to microclean the entirety of this room. HEPA vac and wipe down. Deploy dehumidification to control relative humidity to 60%. Deploy air filtration devices that are capable of operating at 500 cubic feet per minute, which clean an 8-foot cube of air every minute at a 99.97% efficiency. And lastly, our final containment would be the garage. The garage also sustained multiple points of moisture intrusion from the ceiling. Additionally, an air handler that was installed in the ceiling, I believe, had some moisture condensation issues which caused damage to the drywall there. We removed all the affected drywall, insulation, and then we proceeded to HEPA vac and wipe down the entirety of the garage. We sealed the entryway of the garage with plastic, and then we deployed dehumidification to control relative humidity to 60% and air filtration devices to clean an 8-foot cube of air every minute at a 99.97% efficiency.